In this video, we're reacting to one of the most iconic houses of all time, the Walter White house. This is where everything started for Walter H. White. I'm curious to see exactly if this creator right here has everything right. This is one of my favorite shows of all time. So if it's wrong, I'm gonna be highly upset. I hope they got it right. Let's get into the video. Let's go.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Sims 4 stop motion speed build. My name is Megan, aka Simply Simmer, and this week's speed build is inspired by, in my opinion, one of the most well-written TV series of all time, Breaking Bad. Now, I do just want to preface this by saying that I based this off of season 1, and I had actually done the whole build, and as I was editing the video together, I was rewatching the entire series, and I totally forgot that Flynn had the computer in his room. They don't really show his room until season 2 and on, so I did kind of mess that part up.
What?
I think the rest of the build is...
How did she forget that he had a computer in his room? SaveWalterWhite.com. How could you forget that? You know, I'm disappointed. This is my favorite TV show of all time, and it looks good. I gotta tell you, it does look good. Just the spacing is off by just a little bit. But let's get more into it. Let's go. We 20 seconds in.
I also thought that it was kind of funny timing for me to do this video because today is September 30th and the finale episode of Breaking Bad aired on September 29th, 2013. I really didn't even plan for that to happen, but I've had so many requests for me to do this build, and I decided that right now...
She even got the money right. The money that Walter was putting from, was it season 1 when Walter White was first getting money? And then he started to put it in like the baby's room. That's crazy.
Right now.
So you know what? I respect that.
It was just really ironic timing. So I thought that was a neat little fact to add in. By the way, if you're new to my channel, I do recreate popular TV show and movie houses on The Sims 4. I have a whole bunch of these, like from The Office, Ozark, The Big Bang Theory, and so many more. So if that's something that's up your alley and you haven't subscribed yet, please definitely consider subscribing and checking those other videos out. I also love hearing requests from you guys, and I have a whole list of them saved on my notes app on my phone. So definitely, if you have a request for a build, make sure to leave those in the comment section. I do have this build on the gallery, and my gallery information is listed in the description, so if you'd like to download this in the game, feel free to do so. It's completely custom content free, but I do have all of the expansion packs, so if you don't have all of them, there may be some components here and there that are missing, but you will still have the general layout of the build. But anyway, back to the build. On the screen now, you're seeing me put together the backyard, which I think is an amazing backyard. They have this giant pool, and then there's definitely plenty of space for entertaining, which they do have a lot of get-togethers in their backyard throughout the show. So I think that there's plenty of room for your Sims to have their own little unique parties, and I think it'd be a lot of fun to have this in real life as well. I used Oasis Springs for this build, which does come in the base game, and I really think that it adds so many characteristics of Albuquerque and just New Mexico in general to the lot. I did place a car in the driveway, which is actually a debug item, but I think it's as close as possible that I can get to Walter White's Pontiac Aztek that he drives around. Now that we're moving inside, you'll actually see that they have 2 living rooms. So this first one is in the front of the house, and it has their TV and the front door. And the next one we'll be moving into is the second one, which is kind of more of a sitting area around the fireplace. I really love adding Easter eggs to my builds, so I wanted to show that there's definitely money hidden in this house. You may have seen it during the first walkthrough at the start of the video, but I do have 2 air vents, one in this room and one in Holly's room that have stacks of money hanging out of them. One of the main themes of the show is secretiveness, and Walt is definitely keeping tons of secrets and hiding his money throughout the house. So I really wanted to find a good way to reflect that, and I think that those little stacks of money really just add so much more of a specific touch to this build that really shows that this is Heisenberg's house. The next room is the dining room, and something that's really specific about this room is that pass-through between here and the kitchen. So to create that, what I actually did was just use one of the standard archways and use the move.
So one thing I didn't see was a basement. She didn't create the basement, and I think the basement is an important part Walter White, he was down there. It was the money scene, the scene with him and the baby. When he was showing the baby the money, you know, you gotta. I'm disappointed. I'm slightly disappointed. You know, I don't know what's going on. If you guys want to see another crazy video where I look at basically a remake of the Family Guy Mansion, click this video and I'm gonna catch you in the next video.